Hello guys, welcome to another day with Zimaleta. In today's video, I'm going to be building a sliding door. So this is everything that I need to actually build a sliding door. Now in this video, I'm not going to show you like exactly step-by-step instructions on how to build a sliding door, but I will show you kind of like some bags that you will need to actually use for this construction. But once I actually am done completely with the sliding door videos, I'm gonna put them just all together, just a sliding door portion. So in case you're trying to build a sliding door, you can. So look for that video. I'm probably gonna make a video like saying like how to build a sliding door, but it's a really simple process to build it. You just gotta make sure that you kind of like align everything together, because it's really important. And once you do, you could go ahead and prefix the screws kind of like I'm doing, and then you glue it, and then you put the portions together, you screw it up and hope you don't mess up. So I'm still checking everything, like I put everything up, and like once I got to this portion, I basically kind of thought, wait a minute, did I put the sliding door on too soon, or can you just like simply like snap it in? I'm lucky that you could just snap it in, because it really looks like you need to slide it in before you actually glue it. So it's a good thing for me. I did not need to take it apart, but I was definitely making sure I'm not gonna actually put the door together wrong. So of course I looked at the instruction, but this is not my first time building a sliding door. But I believe in the first one I actually slid him in, except I can't really remember exactly what I did, because it was like a year ago pretty much. So anyways, I already have one sliding door on the side of the house, and the idea was to add this sliding door to let more light in, and this is going to be directly kind of like facing the side of the house, and straight from the kitchen, because we have an island which is 8 feet long, and then it curves around, and it's 8 feet basically wide. So we could fit about 8 bar stools around it. So while you're sitting there, this actually would provide a really nice view to the patio. Later on in these videos, of course, as this project continues, I will actually build a patio, but instead of using patio stones that I would actually like to use, I'll be actually using a deck. Most likely I'll be building a deck using this kind of like plastic type of decking. It seems like that stuff really lasts like forever. I'm really not familiar with the actual term for it. If somebody knows, put in the comments below. But instead of like using like a wooden type of deck, that way that the deck is not going to be getting deformed. And then surrounding the deck, and actually the corner of the house to the other corner, there's a stretch about 45 feet, and then 20 feet away from the fence line. I'm going to actually fence it in using stone type of paneling. Well, not paneling, it's like a stone type of fence. You guys probably already seen it. Like they have like different kind of colors. Like they have the beige ones, they have the gray ones, they have the dark brown. Probably gonna pick something like maybe like a beige or brown for a fence. And you know, with the stone look, fence it in, have a deck there, and then of course we're going to build kind of like a gazebo, kind of like the Italian style, right kind of like in front of the 2 doors. I'm gonna custom build it myself to where, like, if you're looking out of the doors, you're basically looking out into the patio, and then of course you got that gazebo. And where the gazebo will be, I'm also gonna build some kind of brick fireplace along with kind of like a cooktop, and you know, like grill and everything else. That way, you know, it's going to be kind of fun. You could be like grilling out outside, enjoying yourself under the gazebo, like away from the sun and stuff. And of course there's a lot of shade because I have some shade trees and stuff. So it's going to be like really nice. I'm gonna put some patio furniture up there, and you know, stuff like that. This project is going to be like pretty interesting. You know, like this home is pretty much an ugly duckling right now, but when I'm done, it's actually going to be cute, and it's going to be desirable to actually want to live in this type of place. At least for us, I mean, we see already like a huge potential from this house. So like already, like inside, it's starting to look modern. It doesn't seem like the roof is like so like low, because I did vaulted type of ceilings. It does have an open type of feel. And once I actually end up putting the drywall up and everything and doing the skylights, I think it's going to make the place a little bit more brighter, more lighter, more warmer type of feel. And we're definitely going to be like enjoying it. But guys, this project is going to be so long, and so many different things going on. So I'm going to be trying to speed up as much as I can, to basically make things a little bit interesting. And I'm not talking about just like this video, but I'm talking about there's going to be a project with, like, I have to build a kitchen, and instead of buying a kitchen, I will actually be building a custom kitchen myself, and kind of like, it's going to be a kitchen on a budget, but it's not going to look like a budget kitchen. It's pretty much going to look like a custom kitchen that's going to be built by me. And I'm basically going to show you guys how I will do it, pretty much step by step, give you guys my dimensions and everything that I'm using, to kind of like make it look good with our kitchen and stuff. Because my home it's only 800 square foot. I don't know why in the documents it's 1,000. It was not roomy at all. And by me opening it up like I did, it really feels like this home is really bigger than it is. So we had a lot of different ideas with it, and we have ideas about using this deck as well, and building an addition right on this deck. This deck is approximately 12 foot long and almost 15 foot wide. So it's going to actually be pretty nice, I think. Well, actually, it's 12 foot wide, or no, close to 14, and about 14 by 15 or something like that, like not by 12. I think messed up, but I could be having my measurements wrong right now because I'm just going straight from like on my head. But anyways, guys, here's the inside. This is the rear portion of the house. This is where I have the two windows now. So in order for me to build those two windows, I have to get rid of all my drywall that I actually built and insulated everything. So basically tearing everything up again. I did the electrical here as well. And now I have to, turn off the breaker, get rid of the electrical. And of course in the video, I'm going to just cut the electrical cable off. And as you could see, it's already got plywood on the outside. So all I need to do is go ahead and, cut out these windows. And that's what I'm doing here. And it's really quick the way things happen, like with this time lapses, guys. But so the whole idea behind here, you might be wondering, like, why am I getting rid of these two big windows that I already installed? And they look nice, they look straight. There's really no apparent reason. But we have decided to just put two windows on the sides. These windows are a little bit wider than those single ones, and I gotta build whole new frames for them and make sure everything kind of like nice and square. And here's me basically measuring everything and cutting. And the way I build, guys, I just pull everything out of my head. There's no plan, there's no paper, there's none of that kind of stuff. As I'm basically removing stuff and as I'm doing stuff, I'm naturally just looking at the way I want things to be. I measure it, and then I measure the, like the 2x4s, whatever I need, and set it up, and that's it. I kind of create my cut list. But I do take some of the skills from back when I used to work like in a steel company, and I used to be the cut man for all the stuff. So this is kind of like a no-brainer. This is really easy stuff to do. So I already got the two frames here, and so like now I gotta get rid of some of those walls and make sure the dimension is going to be like exactly square. So looks like things are going pretty smoothly here. So in the middle of these two windows, I'll be adding a TV, and then I'm going to add a fireplace at the bottom. Most likely it's going to be a fake fireplace, but later on, sometime once the project is going to be complete, we're going to actually replace it with maybe like a gas type of fireplace over here. But the room next door, we're also going to have a little bit bigger type of a living room area. And I'm actually going to open up the wall that's to the right. You cannot see it, to give ourselves like much bigger type of space. Right now, that space on the right, which you cannot see, it's being used as a bedroom, but that space is about 200 square feet. Once I open it up, I'm going to do the same idea. I'm gonna put two windows like this, but they're going to be much more wider apart, to create a thicker type of a wider type of room feel. And obviously, these windows, I kind of wanted to have a little bit of wall like on the sides, but with that other room, I'm going to slap the windows straight up against the wall. I'm going to reinforce it again, like of course, but I'm going to open it up to where I could build a real fireplace, and that way I could actually like have a wood burning fireplace. But anyways, guys, this project is already complete for this video. More will come, of course, on the next day that I do, but I try to take it day by day. Like one day I plan to do like at the same time a sliding door and these windows. So I had to build a frame in advance because it needs to dry kind of like one day, and then of course the next day I actually have to, do the actual sliding door window installation. But believe me guys, it is really easy to do.